be here. We do everything for technology and women and keep them going. Why? Because this country needs it. We need women to make the difference and to continue to be the ones to make it happen. Glad to be here tonight to celebrate. Atlanta women.
So I started with my company right out of undergrad, and I remember thinking, one, I just want to pay off these student loans, but two, I want a career that mattered. Because see, my father had been on his job for 27 years. My mother had been a social worker for 35. So it was in my DNA to work hard and try to grow where I came. So those are my beginnings back in Virginia when I started with my company. Did I think I would be chief people officer? Not at that time. I didn't even have the audacity at that time to dream and believe I could do it. But I got there because I was able to see people who looked like me and know that I had something to reach for. So I first want to just start by thanking all of the parents and all of the educators and Dr. Kane for, as you say, as I heard Mr. Ken say, changing the face of STEM. Because without knowing what's possible, our girls would not have that audacity to dream big. So I want to thank you all for that. And so it's kind of tricky growing up in the same company from a 22-year-old with no experience to now being responsible for leading all of the talent practices for the company. So how do you do that? So I thought what I'd do tonight is share with you just some quick tidbits on how to navigate your career. There are going to be times when you are taking new opportunities, and like, in my generation, we used to say, sometimes people hate on you. My stepson said, no, hating is not the word, it's the opposite or something. I don't know. But my point is, what I found in my career, the biggest person that ever got in the way of me getting what I wanted was the woman I looked at in the mirror. Because sometimes we don't allow ourselves to take risks, or we start to question who we are and what we know. I remember a few years ago, one of my mentors was talking to me, and he's like, "Oh, you just have this, you're just suffering from imposter syndrome." First of all, I'm not posing for anything. I'm like Rick Ross. Every day I'm hustling. So I have these skills. I am not an imposter, but sometimes all of us have a crisis in confidence. That's temporary. That is okay. And so to all the young ladies out here, as you are building your career, you're going to run into those instances where it's going to feel harder to take that next step, but you have to, because that crisis is just temporary, and you have to keep moving. Finally, I will tell you, look for people who will continue to inspire you to dream. I hit the pinnacle of my career goal this year when I was named head of HR for my company. It is something I've dreamed about for over a decade. Wasn't always sure it was going to happen, but I kept working like it was, because that was going to be my story. So I say to all of you today, keep writing your story. And if you're bold enough, write it in ink. Don't do it in pencil. Wait a minute, see now I'm aging myself. Type it on your tablet or in your story. It doesn't matter. Write it down, because that is your story. Because I can tell you what, I know for a fact right now, I am in the room of greatness. I am in the room with the next Dr. Patricia Bath, who invented a device to help cataract patients and is the co-founder of the Institute for Blindness Prevention.
So, I would just, first of all, like to say thank you to God, because I would not be here, honestly, if it wasn't for my faith, if it wasn't wasn't for me surrendering my life over to our Creator. So first, I have to honor him because I'm even here in a wheelchair after a very terrifying accident. So thank you all for accepting me, loving me, including me, and awarding me. Second, Dr. Maxine Kane, what you're doing is amazing. And we have known each other for such a long time via social media and followed each other and like fawned over each other. So I want to say thank you for the work that you're doing. For everyone here, as a woman in STEM, I am a biomolecular chemist who saw fit to expose the molecular world to my students at Morehouse College through the power of immersive virtual reality. So we at Morehouse, and Morehouse City Metaverse is my brainchild, but I'm a part of a cohort of virtual reality faculty pioneers who have thought through how we are going to deliver this amazing emerging technology to all of our young Black men who are seeking their education and their 4-year degree at Morehouse College. And what's so fascinating about it is that we are the first metaversity to do this. We're the first college in the world at Morehouse College. And we partner with wonderful ed tech partners, V3XR, Southern Company, Meta, Qualcomm, Unity Technologies, T-Mobile, and literally have bootstrapped this program together. And I'm the first Metaversity director in the world, and I train other professors and other institutions on how to do this work. I would like to thank my students at Morehouse College as well, and especially Martin Johnson, who is here with me tonight.